For this bonus activity, we're going to take a color image that you've been given and convert it to black and white. Now in Photoshop, you can play around with a lot of the dynamic settings rather than just being stuck with a default grayscale image. Let's open this image up into Photoshop, and the magic is going to happen in the Adjustments panel. With the adjustments open, let's locate the black and white adjustment. Clicking once on it, if you pay attention to your layers, will add a black and white adjustment layer. And you can see by default, this is what your image would look like if it was just completely devoid of color and desaturated. Now, the downside to this is that some of the images or parts of it are starting to run together, and you're really losing a lot of that good key value contrast that was available in the full color image. Pay attention to the Properties panel now. I'm going to drag it off so we can see it individually, and then we'll bring it down so we can see all the options. Inside of the Properties panel, with this black and white filter selected, you can adjust how much you want each of the individual color channels to be lighter or darker. For instance, this tree had a lot of yellows and reds to it. So if I increase the red, you can see how it's going to start to get much lighter, and I can make those parts really stand out. Or if I did the yellows, just those colors are going to stand out. If I wanted the sky to be much brighter, I can adjust the blues, or if there's a particular color that's not on here, like magenta, you can see how it's not being affected at all. So let's make this tree pop out a little bit more by bringing up the reds and the yellows. Another thing you can do is use the hand icon. By clicking on it, will let you sample any particular area of an image. By clicking on it here, you can see how it automatically adjusts the correct slider that is necessary to give it good results. Let's make this tree a little bit darker by clicking on its area and going down from here. Maybe this part lighten up a little bit from there. Now that we've played around with these sliders, it gives us a much more dynamic result. The final thing that you may want to do to your image is to tint it a certain color. Adding a tint of a color sometimes adds an old-timey feel to it. You can click on Tint, and this will automatically give you a color swatch. In this case, it's chosen a nice, different, little darker sienna type brown. You can adjust how much you want it to be tinted or the specific color. It doesn't have to be this. You can make it whatever color you want, but I kind of like the look of that particular version. We'll say OK. I'm going to put my Properties panel back over here. Once you're finished and you like the results that you have, you can flatten your image by going to Layer, down to Flatten Image. This will convert it to one background image, and let's finally save this as a JPEG. We'll go up to File and down to Save As. From here, let's make sure to add your name to it. Make sure the format you're saving it as is a JPEG, and we'll do Save. In the next dialog box, just make sure you've got a high quality, large resolution photograph. We'll say OK to this. Upload this newly created JPEG to the class page for your bonus credit.